Hello, everyone, and welcome to another mini sky tonight. So I wanted to show with you folks some unique facts about space. I know sometimes I have people that come up to me and ask, wow, that is so cool. That just completely blew my mind. So I wanted to share with you my top 10 facts that will blow your mind about space, because there's some things that about our solar system and about our universe that many people just have a difficult time wrapping their minds around, but it's just amazing and cool. So let's dive into it. Number one, sunsets on Mars are blue. I know it's so crazy. It's so crazy that basically when you think about it, that Mars is considered the red planet, and basically it has like this pink, orangish colored sky, but sunsets on Mars are blue. This was taken from Curiosity. And because of all the dust that's in the air, much of the red light gets blocked, so blue light goes through. So it's kind of like a complete opposite of what it's like here on Earth, where we have a blue sky, but red sunsets. They have kind of like a pink reddish sky during the day and blue sunsets during the evening. So it's crazy to think that it's completely opposite on Mars. Number two, the ISS is the size of a football field. I honestly thought it was bigger. So just the fact that they have all these many components, all these many different features, it's all in the size of a football field. And yet it's the most complex structure that has been created by several countries. So I can understand why many of the astronauts that have traveled to the International Space Station say that, oh, they kind of feel in isolation, because that would be like having one person at one goalpost doing an experiment versus another person at the other goalpost doing an experiment, and you don't get to talk or interact with one another. But it's just all that equipment all compact into something that's about the size of an American football field. So I think that is a amazing fact, and just to show you how great our engineers are in making things compact as possible. There are more stars than all the grains of sand on Earth. So if you were to count every single grain of sand on Earth and count them all together, there will still be more stars in our universe. That's how big our universe is. The image I'm showing you is called the Hubble Ultra Deep Field, and every single dot that you see in that image is a galaxy. And each of those galaxies has over 100 billion stars in it. So just the fact that we have so many stars in our universe is mind-blowing how big our universe is. There is a planet made of diamonds. So gentlemen, if you want to be bold and go to this planet and get a pure 100% diamond that's recently forged, this is the place you want to go. It's called 55 Cancri E, and it's such a unique planet because it has such extreme high temperatures because it's so close to its star. But we noticed that it does have an atmosphere, and it's mostly carbon rich, given detections from the Spitzer Space Telescope. So it literally spews out diamonds. Some diamonds that could even rival the Hope diamond. So if you want to make a trip, you can get a precious stone from this planet, but good luck. This is always a fun fact that I always enjoy. You can fit all the planets in our solar system in between the distance of the Earth and the Moon. And this is not a exaggerated scale model. No. This is actual 2-size scale of the planets. So the distance between our Earth and the Moon, you could fit all the planets inside it. It just shows you how vast our solar system is. Now, they're not that compact like what you see in some textbooks. The distances of some of these planets is actually very large, as I've explained in several videos about the different planets. But just the fact that you can fit all the planets between the Earth and the Moon is crazy. The Apollo footprints could last up to 100 million years. I kind of knew this would be a bit of a fact, because I knew that the Moon doesn't have much of an atmosphere, and the only type of geological formations that can alter anything that's on its surface is due to cratering. but I didn't realize how little cratering the moon does receive. In fact, it goes through natural deterioration at 0.04 inches every million years. So this footprint is going to last there a long while. 99% of our solar system's mass is in the sun. So if you did the weight of all the different planets in our solar system and our sun combined, the majority of that mass is in our sun. I always found that baffling because I thought a good portion of it was still with part of Jupiter, but in actuality, the majority of it is in our sun. All things in our universe that we can see make up only 4% of the universe. And this is always what blew my mind, because I thought everything that we could see could be summed up together to be a part of the quote unquote visible universe. But it only represents 4% of the entire mass of our universe. That's where we start getting to the concept of dark matter and dark energy, where that composes the rest of the 96% of our universe. Hence why it's such a big deal. Pluto is tiny. It could fit inside the United States. Now, this is kind of what blew me a while back, because I always thought Pluto was much bigger, but in actuality, it's really tiny. In fact, if you were to take a car and drive roughly about 60 miles per hour, you can do the entire planet of Pluto within 3 days. Crazy that you could literally drive the entire distance of the planet within 3 days. There's no way you could do that here on Earth. And some static TV and some TV static comes from the Big Bang. So, spoiler warning for those who haven't seen WandaVision, when they're talking about cosmic microwave backgrounds and things like that. Believe it or not, that in the history of the cosmic microwave background, it was discovered when they were doing some old TV antennas and they were doing some experiments, and they noticed that there was this random static that they just couldn't explain or get rid of. And no matter what direction they pointed, they always got the same static. And they did it with space telescopes as well, and it was still the same type of static. So they took an image of where all these static radiation came from, and that's where they mapped what is known as the cosmic microwave background. Basically, it's the radiation from the Big Bang. And in WandaVision, they talk about how they're able to take the radiation coming from the hex, as they called it, and converting it into television signal. It's the same thing. That's how they were able to determine that we do have the cosmic microwave background. So basically, the discovery of it was pure accident. So those are my top 10 facts about space that I always think is super cool and mind-blowing. If you would like me to do another video like this, leave it down in the comments below. If there's a topic you would love for me to cover over, leave it down in the comments as well. If there's a question that you might have on a particular topic, leave it down in the comments as well. And until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and as always, never stop learning.